the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight, we're here at Lincoln Speedway as the Aces Up Sim Sports presents the Pro Series Sideshow. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus. Qualifying has gotten underway here as we watch Dakota Osborne try to lay down his qualifying lap in the number 79. Justin Osborne up onto the top of the charts. Gavin Chatham, Chase Porter, these guys putting in some times here. Osborne fourth quick. Chatham going to the top of the board. Ondenstein in second. Tyler Flynn sixth. Scott Thomason bringing it home right now in seventh. A lot of drivers here who have yet to turn a time. Ryan Avila, the current point leader out on the speedway. Avila with a 2-point lead over everyone else. Holding on to it by a thin margin. Let's just say it's not as thin as that line between the high side and the wall. With that being said, guys, we are going to step away for the national anthem. No one go anywhere. We'll be back with Heat Race number 1.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
race number 1 on the track. Let's get right into our lineup for this one. Justin Osborne, Tanner Miller, Steven Gaines, Gavin Chatham, Chase Porter, Casey Simmons, gosh dang I did, Scott Thomason, Aiden Forster, and Brody Duchier on heat race number 1. Brody not making the call to the grid. And here we go. Green flag is out for the first heat race of the night. Justin Osborne jumps out to the early race lead. Gaines, Miller, Chatham all giving chase. Tanner Miller down on the inside in the number 9. Slides up in the second spot. So Miller into second. Chase Porter right now finds himself in 4th. As Osborne continues to lead this one. Just one world-class licensed driver in this heat race, and that is the 20 of Aiden Forster. Aiden starting deep in the field here, trying to work his way forward. So far, he's only gained 2 spots. We do have a small field here tonight, so everybody in this heat race will make it straight into the A. We got one into the ball. It looked to be Chase Porter. Some problems for Chase. Osborne looking very fast, but now he's coming under pressure from Tanner Miller, and Osborne has lost his wing, and it magically reappears. However, that allowed Tanner Miller to take over the top spot. Osborne trying to battle right back, 2 laps to go. So Miller, one more time around, has the race lead. Osborne trying to get it back. Aiden Forster all the way up into 3rd. But Forster gonna run out of time. Team Millie picks up heat race number 1. Osborne, Forster, Simons, Chatham, Gaines, Thomason, Porter, and Duchier are all into the A main here tonight. Heat race number 2. Looking to line up and roll out. Let's get into our starting lineup for this one. Owen Smith, Bryce Honstein, Kenny Hoffman, Wyatt Schuart, Dakota Osborne, Tyler Flynn, Tanner Pettit, Ryan Abla, and Peyton Overmeyer. 9 more drivers going to try and lock in. Easy there. That pace truck's not as cheap as your race car. Oh, I'm just kidding. It's a Chevy. It's dirt cheap. I can tell you stories about Chevy. 2 drivers in the world-class category. Ryan Avila, Tanner Pettit. All, let's see, we got 6 drivers in the A-class license and 1 with a B-class, and that is Peyton Overmeyer. I like to call out the licenses. It means really next to nothing in this series, but it does kind of let you know just how far up the safety tree that these guys out on the track are. And world-class licensed drivers are kind of like a invite only, a special kind of caliber driver. So here we go. Owen Smith going to lead this field to the green flag for heat race number 2. Here we go. Underway, Bowen with a huge jump. Number 12 out in front very early. Bryce falling back just a little bit. Kenny in the number 11 trying to go high, wide, and handsome. Slides up into second spot. Once again, up to the high side. Got to get that right rear right along the wall. Dives down to the bottom, trying to switch it up. Can't quite make the move just yet. But Bowen Smith knows that he is right there. Tanner Pettit trying to make some move. Pettit moving into fourth, maybe getting 2 for 1. Wyatt Schuart challenging down on the inside. Pettit with the fastest lap of this heat race. Schuart now challenging to the outside of the number 5, and Wyatt Schuart slides into fourth. And trouble, big trouble. 4 cars, 5 cars involved. One in a garage sale. That looks like Peyton Overmeer. And Peyton and Bryce both off of the racetrack. Meanwhile, battle for the race lead. Bowen Smith has it. Kenny Hoffman wants it. Tanner Pettit looking to take it from both of them. Pettit down on the bottom, 3 wide off of the corner. Hoffman all the way to the top shelf, and Hoffman going to come away with it. Pettit into second, Smith falling to third. Checkered flag in the air. Kenny Hoffman picks up heat race number 2. Pettit, Osborne, Smith, Avila, Flynn, Schuart, Overmeyer, Honstein. As we go into a warm-up session, we are going to step away for a quick break. I want to give a shout out to Finish Line Race Designs. Thank you very much for helping support this series. Also want to shout out Klostermeyer Engravings and Design, and of course, Advanced Sim Racing. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break.
You wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaw.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the field is in their little warm-up session. Everyone out on the track trying to work it in, trying to blow off some of that uber fast speed, and that way we have a little bit of throttle control that has to come into play. Lincoln Speedway here, beautiful facility, a great looking track on iRacing. Gotta love the dirt tracks, man. I'll tell you what, it's a bare bones. Half the time you go to a dirt track, you don't even know if it's going to be in a field that's been mowed recently. And there's just something about it. Not saying that that's Lincoln, just saying I remember a few dirt tracks I've gone to and I'm like, where are we? Okay. Yeah. And then you're like driving in this field for a little bit and come over the top of the hill, and then you just see this beautiful facility and you're like, oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, that's me. My dirt tracks are just where I want to be. All right, here we go. Warm-up session wrapped up. Now it's time for tonight's A main. Our drivers begin to line up for this one. Go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup. Tanner Miller on the inside of row number 1. Kenny Hoffman in the 11 on the outside. Justin Osborne and Tanner Pettit make up row number 2. Row 3, Aiden Forster and Dakota Osborne. Row number 4 going to be Casey Simons and Bowen Smith. Row number 5, Gavin Chatham and our point leader, Ryan Avila. Row number 6, Stephen Gaines and Tyler Flynn. Row 7, going to be Scott Thomason and the 1S of Wyatt Schuart. Chase Porter and Bryce Honstein bring up row number 8. Row 9, going to be Brody Dushier and Peyton Overmeyer. As our field begins to roll out, Bowen Smith and Brody Dushier not making it out onto the track for this pace lap. We'll see if they can get out there. So 16 cars going to go for 35 laps here at Lincoln. Pace truck down and away. The field makes its way down the backstretch. It is time to get after it. Tanner Miller, Kenny Hoffman, green flag is out. Here we go. Oh, Osborne in trouble. Heavy contact. Looked like Wyatt Schuart may be getting a piece of that. And Schuart in trouble, and another one up and over. That looked to be Tyler Flynn. And a rough start to this race here at Lincoln. Green flag came out, and it did not look good from the get-go. Big stack up in front of the field. 3 wide down the straightaway. Oh, heavy. Into the wall goes Tyler Flynn. Take another look here. Tanner Pettit in the 24. with some contact, lost the wing, and a whole lot of else going on. So already have a few race cars hitting pit road. All right, guys, I've been talking my ears off. I know you've been listening and enjoying it. If you can't pick up my sarcasm, well, it is what it is. Better luck next time. But let me know who you are rooting for here tonight. Tanner Miller out in front, and Forster giving chase all the way up into second. Forster looking very fast here. Osborne, Timons, Ryan Avila, Chatham, Gaines, Thomason. Here we go. We're getting ready to fire them off once again as our first yellow flag of the night comes to a close. Tanner Miller stabs the throttle and away we go. So Miller out in front, Aiden Forster in second, Dakota Osborne in third. Down to the bottom go most of our leaders. Looking like they are trying some different lines out there. Tanner Miller with a quick time in this race so far with a 14.25. He's got all the clean air. How long can he hold on to this race lead with Aiden Forster right behind him? Our point leader, Ryan Avila, making his way forward as we go on board off the nose. As Avila in the 49, digging hard. Up 5 spots. Now make it 6 as he's trying to go around the outside. Avila up into 4th place. Check in at Chase Porter. Porter did not have a good heat race. Finds himself in 10th, gaining 5 spots from where he took the green flag. So Porter trying to work his way forward. Scott Thomason right now, as things stand, is our biggest mover of the race. He is up 6 positions, and that could change very quickly as Ryan Avila is moving forward. Avila up into 3rd. While all that has been going on, pass for the lead. Aiden Forster out in front. And the yellow flag comes out. Tyler Flynn, Justin Osborne, Wyatt Schuart maybe in trouble. That is the wrong list. Sorry about that. Let's go back to the pass for the lead. Forster gets a good run off the corner, throws the slider and holds on to it. And then here is what appears to have brought out the yellow. Tanner Pettit getting some contact with the 6 is Scott Thomason. Lights on the Chevy Silverado will go out. Ace truck down and away. Here we go. Aiden Forster out in front. Tanner Miller trying to hold off Ryan Avila. Avila working the inside line, going on board with the TPR machine. We have 18 laps to go as they make their way through 3 and 4 and get the signal for 18 laps. Avila trying to work to the inside of Tanner Miller. And Avila with the slider. Miller challenging back down to the inside. The battle for second place is underway. Avila and Miller going at it. Meanwhile, Aiden Forster out in front, hoping that this battle ties up our point leader. But Avila up into second now, starting to put some space between he and Miller. Tanner Pettit making his way forward after the yellow flag. Pettit finds himself in sixth. So great racing all over this Lincoln Speedway. Kevin Chatham in the 99, trying to battle with the 24. Casey Simons right there in front of him. Casey in the 54, looking very stout. Getting that right rear up into the fluff, finding some grip and getting a good run up off the corner. Pettit trying to work to the inside. Can he make it work? Slider line. Look out. Here comes Tanner Pettit. Made it stick up off the corner. Moved Tanner Pettit into fourth. So Pettit has made his way back to where he started tonight's event. Stephen gains hard into the wall. Yellow flag comes out. That should be a red flag. Roll the ambulance. That man smacked that wall a ton. Let's back that one up. Stephen Gaines gonna get a, we call that a dirty slider from Chase Porter. Not sure what happened there, what Chase was thinking or what Stephen Gaines was thinking, but definitely a miscommunication between those two on how to get around that corner. Those two will be in the octagon later tonight, I have a feeling. One more look at it as we're on board with Stephen Gaines. Just that fast. Here we go, Aiden Forster on the throttle. Forster, Avila, Miller, your top three. Here comes Tanner Pettit to take away that third spot from Miller. Miller falls to fourth. Tanner Pettit up into first place. Or I'm sorry, not first place. Third place. Aiden Forster in first. Our biggest mover, Peyton Obermeyer, he is up 9 positions. Peyton did not have a good heat race, was looking solid right up until he wasn't. And here he is inside the top 10, up into 8th. Peyton with 9 spots gained as he battles with Bryce in the number 5. Bryce down on the inside trying to look and seem calm, cool, collected. But big trouble, contact, and Peyton gonna go around and bring out the yellow flag. look here. I like this camera shot from where it happened. Yeah, Peyton just kind of overcooked it into there, tried to keep it off of the car in front of him, and Chase Porter came in and finished him off. So Peyton sitting on pit road, and Forster still our race leader. Ryan Avila second, third going to Tanner Pettit. Tanner Miller sitting in fourth. Pace truck down and away. Down in the nitty gritty of this one, and Forster on the throttle. Ryan Avila trying to give chase. Here we go. Green flag in the air, and off into turn number one we go. Forster, Avila, Pettit, 1, 2, and 3. All of these guys very capable of winning the race here tonight. 4 laps to go. And another yellow flag coming out. Chase Porter, Justin Osborne in trouble here. Take another look at this one. Osborne into the wall. Looks like maybe he broke something on the car. And Porter plays Sudoku. I don't know what was going on there. Lights should go out on the pace car this time around. I'm gonna wrap this one up here in about 4 laps, 3 laps. Pace truck gonna get out of the way. Here we go for what could be the final time tonight. Final restart. Aiden Forster, Ryan Avila on the throttle. 3 laps to go. About that, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Avila moving to the front of this field, 9 spots, showing you why he is our point leader. One more time around, final lap. Avila trying to hold off a charge from Tanner Pettit. Forster gets crossed up. But Avila, Pettit, Forster, your top 3, and Kenny Hoffman brings it home in 4th. What a wild finish that one was. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our finishing results, as I just had a lot hit me right there. Ryan Avila, Tanner Pettit, Aiden Forster, your top three. We'll talk to them here in just a moment. Kenny Hoffman brings it home in fourth, Tanner Miller fifth, Wyatt Schuart in sixth, seventh goes to Bryce Honstein, Dakota Osborne in eighth, ninth Gavin Chatham, Scott Thomason in 10th, 11th goes to Justin Osborne, Chase Porter in 12th, 13th is Peyton Overmeyer, Casey Simons in 14th, 15th Stephen Gaines, Tyler Flynn in 16th, and did not start Bowen Smith and Brody Dushier. So with that being said, let's talk to our race winner and the driver who also earned the Hard Charger Award here tonight, as none other than Ryan Avila. Ryan, congratulations on the race win. Man, that was a battle for you.
Yeah, that was pretty fun actually. That was a good racetrack. Me and Tanner totally forgot about the race, so we didn't even get any practice in, but obviously made it work there. So.
Well, tell me a little bit about what was going on out there on the track. It looked like it went through about 3 transitions in the final 10 laps.
Yeah, I was searching, I'm not going to lie. Aiden kind of played it pretty well to not necessarily block in 3 and 4, but run a good line so where I couldn't get around him or, get under him. He kind of left it open there on the last 2-3 laps, whatever, and I almost hit it perfect and caught the grip down the front stretch and slid him in the 1 and 2. So there's a pretty, like you said, 3-line racetrack towards the end there, and top 3 and 4 wasn't necessarily so bad, but just the runoff would kind of suck. So I think the bottom there, Tanner had it rolling, so it was a pretty good all around.
All right, man. Well, a solid run for you. Bring it home in that top spot. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Oh yeah, I gotta thank Chad for putting the league on. It's always fun having something to race. You for broadcasting, Tanner Pettit Racing, Jimmy P. Mac Tools, 1425 Photography, Ethan Johnson over at Free Speed for helping with the late models, Dalton Strum Photography, Trackside Collective, and Aces Up Sim Sport.
All right, Ryan. Once again, congratulations on the race win, man. Nice job. That was fun to watch you come through the field.
Thank you.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our second place finisher. That is the driver of the 24. That is none other than Tanner Pettit. Tanner, congratulations on a solid second place finish here tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tanner, I'll tell you what, man, it looked like you, Forster, Avila, and Tanner Miller were all going at it. And then all of a sudden, Kenny Hoffman came out of nowhere. Were you guys knowing what was going on there? Everyone kind of had an eye on the top 5. What was going on out there?
I didn't really have a whole lot of a clue. It seemed like Aiden was running one line, Ryan was running a little bit of a different line, and I was on the complete opposite end of the racetrack on the bottom. So I think the guys behind me were more towards the top, and luckily we were able to hold them off there on the bottom for those behind me to get that TPR 1-2.
Well, Tanner, that car looked bad fast here tonight. Ryan Avila picking up the win, the TPR 1-2, as you said. Man, I'll tell you what, Lincoln Speedway doesn't disappoint. What was your best moment of this race here tonight?
I'm not all too sure. I was in the pits there at the beginning and still wrecking quite a bit, and luckily we were able to salvage the piece to get up to the front there at the end. Lincoln Speedway is one of my favorite. People aren't a fan of it. I think it races the best. I think you got a bottom, you got a top, you got a middle. You could choose one and find what's comfortable for you. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
All right, Tanner. Well, man, a great second place finish run for you here tonight. And since you didn't know what your best moment was, I'm going to say the checkered flag coming out with the way you described your race, because the minute it was over, you were in second.
Pretty much. That was definitely brought a smile to my face once I saw the race coming to an end there. It was a little bit of a disaster, but I always enjoy running these races with Aces Up and that Chad puts up for us. Whether we get 8 or 80 cars, it's always a blast in there. I'd also like to thank Ryan Avila and Ethan Johnson, Jimmy P. Mac Tools, 1425 Photography, Trackside Collective, and Dalton Shum Photography. And you guys for the broadcast are putting this on for us. This is all a bunch of fun.
All right, man. Well, nice job, Tanner. Once again, congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
That is Tanner Pettit, driver of the number 24. Now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium. That is none other than the 20 of Aiden Forster. Aiden, congratulations on third place, man.
Yeah, thank you. We had a really good car, just wrong place, wrong time. Track changed under caution, and 20 car didn't pick the right line there with Ryan. So it's all right. We'll take it. Still good points, and yeah, there's just not much you can do leading the race out that long. And Middle came in, and he was able to get around me, and yeah, like I said, still good points, and we still had a good car, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, at one point, you were up in front, had the race lead, and things were looking good for you. No matter what, though, a podium finish, and you started just a few spots further back, so the car was going forward.
Yeah, the car definitely was really good. I definitely thought we still had a winning car there, but track changed, and I didn't adapt quick enough. Ryan got us there, so we'll be back next week, and hopefully we can keep the good runs going.
All right, man. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add for this great podium finish?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Evan and Blake at Majula C Speed Shop. They work hard, give us good setups, and VLR, Sweet Victory, Trackside Collective, just everybody that supports us. We're not necessarily a sprint car team, but our sprint car program is pretty good. So I'm proud of it, and hopefully we can keep moving forward.
All right, man. Well, nice job once again. Congratulations on third place here tonight. That is Aiden Forster, our third and final step of the podium. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me here tonight at Lincoln Speedway. Hope to see you all next week. And then I think we're off for the holidays. Not 100% sure. We'll worry about it as it gets closer. We're dirt track drivers. We only think like 3 seconds ahead. So guys, have a good night. Thank you very much for joining me. So until next time, y'all stay safe. Have a good night.